Hi guys, this is Marcy Hurst. I'm your instructor for FAS 202 and welcome to our class tour. Whenever you log in, you should be taken directly to the announcements page. I will post several announcements each week and they contain information for you that is going to help you be successful in this course, so I highly recommend you check them out. I'll email them out to you as well, but when you log in, you can also scroll down and check out the latest announcements. You can see I have our welcome announcement posted already. There are also a couple of announcements on here from SNHU with some resources for you, including the most important, how to purchase and access your learning content. Our textbook is actually online and the learning modules are embedded within the course. You have to purchase the textbook to pass this course because all of the quizzes are located inside the learning module. Down the list over here on our left is our menu to navigate around our class. You can always click back on the announcements page to get to the home page. We're just going to go through all these really briefly. I want you to take your time and look through here and get to know the class before you get started on your assignments. Course information will contain your syllabus, which you should print out and put next to your computer because it has handy dandy information in it, including a schedule of the class. There's also your grade breakdown here as well. But this is the most important page, and I want to highlight a couple of areas for you where you're going to have extra work. So I want you to look at your calendar and plan this into your work schedule. Week 3, we have a project milestone, which is our topic proposal due. Week 5, we have another milestone for our final project, which is the structured draft, and then we will turn in the final project in week 7. Those 3 weeks will be incredibly busy for you in the class, so make sure you plan that into your schedule now. Along with the syllabus, you have lots of other information in here. The Mind Edge information, that is our learning content. There are some supplemental materials in here for you. I have how to cite your work, links to the Writing Center. If you struggle with writing, there's some great YouTube videos on there. These are art museums where you can choose your final art project topic from. This also includes the student handbook, a link to advising, Smart Thinking, which is our online tutoring, which I highly recommend you check out. And then if you scroll down, we also have the late policy and then the netiquette policy. Since we are taking our class online, it's very important that we are respectful to each other in the discussion boards. After you've read through the syllabus and checked out everything in course information, click next on Learning Modules. This is where you will find the links to the Mind Edge resource. Scroll down and you have all of the weeks listed here, and then inside each one is a link directly to the Mind Edge content, which will open up for you as soon as you click on the link. This is your reading assignment for week 1, so you'll click on each one of these, go through the activities on the page. They're not very long pages. This is probably the longest one that there is. There's different interactive resources on here. I'm telling you, if you work through these and do the flashcards and play the games, the information is going to stick with you much more than if you just read it through once. Take notes, write down unfamiliar vocabulary words, and those are all going to help you on the quizzes. The quizzes are actually in Mind Edge, but there's an external link here, and it'll take you directly to the quiz. You get 2 attempts for every quiz, so I encourage you to use both of them to get the best score you can. The quizzes are open the entire term, so if you miss one, or if you want to go back and take that second attempt 3 weeks later, totally fine. Your highest quiz score will populate in the grade center, so don't worry about that. In each of the folders, I also have a folder called Module Resources. You can look in there. I have links, I have help documents on what is that assignment that week, just different things, and those are all inside each week's learning module folder. If you click on the next link, it'll take you to the discussion board page where all the forums are listed. Now, I've gone ahead and opened them all so you can see what's coming up in case you want to work ahead. If you have, you have a project at work that you got to finish in week 4 and you want to go ahead and type up your initial post for the week 4 forum, I've opened them all up here so you can see what's coming up. There's also two very important forums here at the top. The first one is general questions. So if you have a question that is would benefit the whole class, so it's not something about your grade or anything of a personal nature, you can post it here, and then I'll post a response, and then everyone can kind of learn from the information. And then if you have specifically a question about our final project, you can post that question here. I will respond to both of these forums within 24 hours. You can also email me any questions, and if you do not get a response in 24 hours, make sure you email me again. Underneath the discussion board link, we have research and writing. Lots of resources here for you to help you with your writing, including the citation resource for you. You're going to notice this is posted in a lot of places because citations are super important. I also have how to cite an image, because if you include an image in any of your assignments, which you are asked to do, you also need to cite where you got that image from. Here's some links to some great research guides at the Shapiro Library, which is our online library at SNHU, and then some more information for you about writing about art. Underneath that, you'll find a link to my instructor, which gives you a little bit of information about me, as well as my email address. I recommend that you write down my email address in case you get locked out of the class for some reason. You at least have my contact information with you. Underneath my instructor is my grades. If you click on that, you'll see all of your grades for the class. You can, once these are filled in, you can actually click on the score and it'll take you to a grade detail page where you can see my feedback and my comments. I usually try to have the discussions graded by Tuesday at the latest. Some of the larger assignments might take me a little longer in the week, but if you don't see a grade, give me an email and ask me what's going on, because it might have been just something that I missed. Underneath my grades is course tools, which is sort of a redundant link because you have a lot of links to the same information that we've already looked at. But what I want to draw your attention to is my course eval. At the end of the term, you're going to be asked to fill out an online course evaluation that will let me know how I did and SNHU know how you liked the class. If you could please take the time to do that at the end of the term, that would be great. You should get an email, but if you don't, you can always locate the same link here in the class. Underneath course tools, you'll find a link called Learning Community. This is going to take you to a SNHU page that was created. It's a learning community for all students who are taking the FAS courses. There are going to be some great webinars that are hosted through this site, and you can connect with other students who are taking it and share resources and lots of good information there. So I highly recommend you click on that. I can't get to it because I don't have a student login, so I can't show you what it looks like, but hopefully you'll check it out and it'll be one of your resources. That's it. Thanks for taking our class tour. If you have any questions, just drop me an email and I'll get back to you right away. I look forward to meeting you guys all this week and to a great term.